Today we're discussing long-term care. It isn't a glorious topic, but it's an important topic. It's not enough to hope that you won't need some form of long-term care services throughout your lifetime, especially given the fact that someone turning age 65 today has almost a 70% chance of needing some type of long-term care service throughout the remaining years. This is going to be part one of our series on long-term care because there's a bunch of information I want to share on this topic with you. In part one, I'm going to discuss some of the different types of long-term care services there are and what the price tag might be. In part two, we'll discuss what Medicare does and does not provide in terms of long-term care services. And in part three, we'll discuss several strategies for preparing for and funding a long-term care expense. As we discuss several options and strategies, I'll share with you which ones I believe are the better options, but keep in mind every individual situation is different. So as always, I would recommend sitting down with a professional financial advisor, attorney, even a CPA about your specific situation before implementing any plan. My name is Spencer Ford, Certified Financial Planner with Conservative Financial Solutions. Thank you for watching this video. Again, in part one, we're discussing the different types of long-term care services that are out there and some of the price tags that go along with those. The first thing I want to shed light on is that long-term care is more than just confinement. It's more than just needing full-blown care 24/7 in a facility. Long-term care can include different in-home care options. These can either be hands-off care, which would be assistance with cooking, cleaning, running errands, or hands-on care, which includes bathing, dressing, eating, and medication adherence. There are community options for long-term care. This could be adult daycare service. This type of care provides a social support system and in a community setting. Participants can join in planned activities with caregivers looking after them. Some programs also include personal care, transportation, medical management, and meals. Then you have your facility options. One type of facility option would be assisted living facility. This may include personal care and health services provided in a residential facility. The level of care is not as extensive as nursing home care. People may just consider assisted living when they don't need assistance around the clock, but they're unable to live independently in their own home. And then lastly on our list is nursing home care. This is what comes to mind for most people when you mention the phrase long-term care. Nursing homes are residential facilities that provide a higher level of supervision and care for people who need more help with their day-to-day activities. Personal care, lodging, supervision, help with medication, therapy, rehabilitation are all provided on-site 24 hours a day. We all like to hope for the best. I'm an optimist too, but hope is not a strategy. Hope for the best, plan for the worst. Planning for the worst is a strategy, and it's not a bad one. Even if you have been blessed with great genetics and you are certain you will never need to be placed in a nursing home, that doesn't mean you shouldn't have some form of long-term care protection. Even home care services are expensive. So let's look at some of the cost. In 2021, if we go to what some of those costs look like, in 2021, so these are statistics for 2021, homemaker services, so that hands-off kind of care, costs you $4,957 a month. And homemaker health aid, so it's your hands-on care, costs you around $5,148 a month. Now that's based on 44 hours a week. So it could be less if you just needed someone to come 2 to 3 times a week. In that case, you might still be looking at $2,000 to $3,000 a month, and many families don't have an extra $24,000 to $36,000 a year that they can just tap into on a whim. Now there's other services that we talked about too. So there's adult daycare. So if you're someone who's taking care of an aging parent or something of that nature and you just need to help some assistance while you're at work, that's still going to cost you around $1,690 a month on average. You have private one bedroom of assisted living, that's $4,500 a month. Again, that's the type of care where you don't need 24/7 assistance, but you need a little bit more assistance. You're not able to live independently on your own. And then we have full-blown nursing home care confinement. So a semi-private room, which means you're gonna have a roommate, is gonna cost you around $7,908 a month. and then private room is $9,034 a month. And in case I just made a mistake, these are all monthly figures in case I said yearly by accident. So these are all monthly figures. So you can see right here, you're over $100,000 a year if you're looking for a private room in a facility, a full-blown nursing home care facility. So there are a couple other facility options out there, or a couple other facilities that offer what's called life care contracts. We didn't talk about that yet. In that case, generally, residents sign over all or a portion of their assets to the facility in exchange for the facility's promise to provide care for the remainder of their life. Residents might start off only needing assisted living, but as they progress through the stages of life, if they require more care, that care will be provided to them. A couple of things to keep in mind with this approach is that the financial stability of the facility is a concern. You don't want the facility to go bankrupt when you're supposed to be receiving care. Another major concern is whether or not all or part of the lump sum payment is refundable if a resident would like to move or passes on in a short period of time. Here's another little bonus that wasn't on our previous list. There's something called 24/7 in-home care. That costs an average of $17,742 a month. That's out of the price range for a lot of families we serve. In fact, even just the home health care is out of the price range for many families we serve. I mean, could you afford to redirect $60,000 to $70,000 a year for care? Maybe you don't need someone every day, like we said before. Still, could you afford to redirect an extra $24,000 to $36,000 a year? Many families can't do that. So even just a minor need for care can cause some major financial disruptions. Those disruptions can be compounded by things like taxes, potential market downturns, and many other types of things. So like I said, on this first video, I just wanted to cover with you the different types of long-term care and what some of those expenses might look like. Please pay attention for part 2. Again, we're going to talk about what Medicare does and does not cover. And then part 3, we're actually going to talk about some planning and strategies around funding a long-term care expense. So thank you for watching this video. Again, I'm Spencer Ford, and we'll see you in the next one.